Hi everyone and welcome back. In the previous session we have implemented the code that's responsible for creating our thumb, and right now we should go ahead and deploy our Azure function to make it available in the cloud and see the magic behind all that stuff. So the first thing we should do right now in the Azure portal is to go to the storage account that we have created, and because you know we have replaced the user's container with images and image thumbs, so we are not going to do this anymore. So let's create the container that's the one we'll upload the image for, called images. Set the public access to blob. So this means every blob within this could be accessed by a public URL, but of course you can set access policy for a specific blob, but in general by default all of them are public. And the third option that you have here, container, this means anyone could have access to list all the content of this container. So make sure just to make it for blob, and this one call it image thumbs, just like this. And also, as I've said, I made this mistake with P and P. It should be like this even in the code. So we'll go ahead and update that. Okay, great. Right now our storage account is just functioning very well. Let's go ahead to the code, and right now you will see that I'm using a Visual Studio Code instead of Visual Studio, because I know some of you are just following using the operating system Linux or Mac OS X. Hopefully to see you on Windows very soon, guys, but I'm just kidding. But yeah, you know, Visual Studio Code is the standard right now code editor used by almost everyone, especially on outside Windows. I don't know if any of you is following using Visual Studio Code for Mac, but you know the standard way is this one. And at the end, all are the same concept. You will just need to do some stuff. We are going to see that in a bit, but before do that, let me update the name of the function at least to make it like this. And also even the code, all of this stuff should be updated, but for now, at least the name of the function, this is enough. We are going to get for this later. And right now, to deploy a function app from Visual Studio Code, let's go to the extensions here and make sure you have Azure Functions extension available for you. So make sure to install this extension here. And once you do, you'll see this one available here. So when you click, you will see that your Azure Functions is here. So you'll be asked to sign in. Once you sign in, you will see a list of subscriptions. And so this is our subscription. We don't have any function yet. So if we click here, we're not going to see anything. So that basically makes sense. Right now we can create the function app by clicking here, or we can go ahead and create that from Azure. And I'm gonna do it from here because if you are trying to publish this using other things. So to create a function app, search for function app, or you can click on create resource and go to the compute tab. But yeah, Azure portal is very built around productivity as any other cool products from Microsoft. So to create an Azure function app, you will be asked for the subscription first and then a resource group within that subscription. Let's choose our resource group, TicketsBasket. Now let's give it a name, TicketsBasket. I'm gonna give it a long name to not reserve a good one. TicketsBasket thumbs function. So you see, it's Azure websites.net, the suffix, and that's because Azure function is built on top of, it's being served by app service at the end. So this is why you will see the same when you deploy a website. Now the way of publishing, is a code or a Docker container. No, it's a code. Let's choose the runtime stack. It is .NET, version 3.1, and the region, I'm gonna choose S2S because my storage account is there, so keep them together. This is cool. Let's click on next. For the hosting, as you know, my Azure function is running locally associated with the Azure Storage Emulator account, the one that's being used for development. But when we put this on the cloud, of course, we need a storage account. So by default, Azure function choose to create a new Azure storage account for you, but you can click here and choose your own if there is already anyone. So we already have our own called TicketsBasket storage, the operating system on Windows, and this is the plan. Of course, you have functions premium, app service plan, and we have the consumption serverless. This is what we want, so we pay for the number of executions for this function and the time it executes for. Basically, the time is not important here because it runs for few milliseconds. So the number of times being executed, and I think we have for the free plan about 1 million execution a month, which is too much, at least for this project. So this is great. You can go ahead and click learn more here to discover other plans and get more information. This is everything required. Right now, let's check the validation. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and click create and just wait a little bit until the function app being deployed to Azure. So here we go. Our Azure function has been deployed successfully. Let's click on go to resource and we should see this brilliant function app. Just looks so nice. So this is like our, the function app is ready. If you click here on the functions, you will see the list of the functions being deployed for this app. And basically right now we don't have any function deployed. We are just going to do so in a bit from the Visual Studio Code. So this is everything you need. Let's go to the Visual Studio Code right now and complete the next part. I'm gonna click on refresh here and let's click on this one. And here we go, and look at that. We can see our function app. You see it's available for us over here. And to deploy this, let's just simply click on deploy. Here you'll be asked to the subscription, then the function app, TicketsBasket thumbs function. That's perfect. And this is it. That's very simple, right? You'll be asked right now just, are you sure you want to deploy? Yes, I want to deploy for sure. And let's just wait a little bit and our function app will be available in Azure. Wow, this is brilliant. It's so easy, right? This is what I like about Azure and the cloud and .NET in general. Like everything is so easy and so productive. Like minute means a lot, basically. You can do a lot within it. Okay, perfect. The function has been deployed and it's available right now in Azure. We'll be asked to upload the settings and we are not going to do so because anyway we don't have any settings. The default settings is just the Azure storage account and Azure function is taking responsibility for this because we have already chosen an Azure account. So here we go. If you click on refresh, we should see our Azure function here in a bit. Okay. And here we go. This is the thumb generator. The function is being deployed and this is great. Now if we go to overview, that's perfect. Right now our Azure function is just available over here. And if we go to this tab and we go to the TicketsBasket storage, let's try to upload a few images on the images container and let's see what's going to happen if our function is like going to function well or any surprises. So let's choose any of those images. They are basically all the same and it is 9080 by 1100 and 431 kilobytes. Let me choose this, click on upload. Perfect, the image has been uploaded successfully. If I go to the images thumbs here, oh, look at that. Here we have a new one and it is basically 5.29 kilobyte. Wow, this is awesome. Like we get about 90%, like the size reduced about 90%, and that's so much. So our Azure function is just working perfectly. Let's go ahead and run it multiple times. I'm gonna click on upload and I will choose all of those, click on open and click upload. Okay, let's see. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna upload also another one. This and let's click on upload again. It's 1 mega. So perfect. Here we have about all of those. Let's go back, go to image thumbs and look at that. We have all of those available for us here and they are all like small pictures, just perfect for our job. Let's go ahead and see the function execution count. Let's click refresh. Basically, the function app has been executed about 10 times. Okay, let's click here. It needs just a little bit to be refreshed. Okay, it just gets the first one. If we wait a little bit, click refresh. Okay, this is it. I've got about 7 executions. So yeah, you have to wait like just a few seconds after the function being executed to be able to see all the updates. But yeah, once you have an application that's running in the production and you have millions of calls, you will see the great performance and the great scalability. Don't care about all of this. This is like the magic of Azure Functions. So if you basically analyze what's happening here, so the listening, taking the picture, reading it, like minimizing the size of it, and then resave it here, like all of that is just happening with about, like, it's 10 lines of code, or maybe like this is it. This is just awesome. Azure Functions is basically the future of like the serverless. Anyway, like the concept serverless is just getting bigger and bigger, and every day is being adopted by more and more developers. And we are going to do so. We will have a very big course about this, developing a full application also very soon, after we are done like from this course. But yeah, this one is a little bit big. We need to find a strategy to finish it like as soon as possible. But anyway, I'm enjoying recording it, and I hope you are enjoying watching those videos, guys. And if you do so, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share to support us to continue and adding more and more. I hope you enjoyed this, enjoyed your first function. So go ahead and try to upload any pictures you have to create small ones. Just enjoy that Azure function working out there for you behind the scenes in the cloud somewhere in the world. So thank you so much, and see you in the next video.